Welcome back to the Midnight List. Tonight we're looking at the powerhouse Amuse S2000 with the Amuse motor and the new engine swap option as well. Here's a quick look at my setup if you'd like to copy it. The car's nose has been stretched and they've done a lot of work to the aero compared to a stock Honda S2000. Both versions are turbocharged, but the Amuse engine doesn't allow you to change out the turbos when you're actually building up the car. This car is similar to the GT cars in that most of the racing upgrades are already installed when you purchase it, so you don't have to repurchase suspension and things like that. It was recently added to the engine swap list and can be equipped with the Ep14 motor out of the prototype NSX race car. Although it's from an NSX, it's actually a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo. The Amuse motor is slightly larger at 2.3 liters. The swapped version drops 176 pounds and gains in both horsepower and torque. The torque in the car drops off just before the halfway mark, but it doesn't look like it's actually getting below the 420 of the Amuse motor. Let's go ahead and start our flying laps and see how these two compare on the Midnight List. The car was topping out for me around 187 miles an hour. If you wanted to, I'm sure reducing some of the downforce would actually raise that up higher. The grip this thing has going through these corners is really impressive. Although I stiffened it up, the car feels really balanced right when you get it. So it's a very neutral car. We got just over 2 minutes, which puts it right behind the new Silica rally car. This NSX motor just has an amazing sound to it. The higher performance motor brings this car over 210 miles an hour. Oh, missed my braking point. The lighter weight and higher torque and higher horsepower makes this car a lot more lively. It has much more of a tendency for the back end to kind of step out on you, so you have to be a little bit lighter on your throttle pedal. This engine actually really feels at home in this car, though. It brings out more of its potential, and it's not like the other engine swap cars where it makes it undrivable. It didn't take too much setup for this car to be fun to drive. Just quicker than 154. That puts this car just behind the Corvettes on the list and actually passes the Alfa Giulia. If you made it this far, I appreciate you sticking around. I'm going to be continuing to try to improve the channel and make the content more entertaining and more condensed. If you would, please like and subscribe, and we will continue building the list. And hopefully we get through all the cars that GT7 has to offer. Thank you, and have a great night.